Thanks. Well, Philadelphia is known for many things like the Liberty Bell, the amazing views, and most importantly, the food scene. We love it. Well, this morning we have Josh Moore, who runs the account Josh Eats Philly, here with us to talk about the best restaurants in Philadelphia in the past year. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. This year has been such an amazing year in new food.
It really has, and nothing is complete without food. So before we get started, I know you have some picks you're going to talk to us about, but tell us what we have here in front of us.
Oh yeah, so just to get started, I went to one of the best new restaurants to open this year. It's called Gilda. It's in the Fishtown area. It's a Portuguese-inspired cafe, and they make these amazing pastries called pastéis de natas. So I wanted to bring these just to feature something that's authentic and new here in Philly. And if you live in Fishtown, it's right on Girard Avenue. So we have all of these pastéis de natas. We have chocolate, we have an traditional and also a raspberry. So I thought it'd be really cool to taste these so you can see kind of some of the new flavors happening here in the city.
Wow, this
you have to go for it.
It feels warm, it feels so
Exactly.
good. So all right, I'm gonna start trying this, but let's get into some of these restaurants.
Yeah, and with these, they were fresh made this morning. I literally picked them up right before coming to the studio.
Wow.
So I hope you like it. This is one of my favorite new spots in the city. And you know, some other really good spots in the city is My Loup, right in Rittenhouse Square area. It's already an award-winning restaurant. It's only been open for a few months, but it's such a good spot. It's French-inspired, if you're into that. And my favorite dish there is their soft shell crab. Have you had the chance to make it out there yet?
I have not, but it sounds delicious.
Yeah, so add that to your list. Another really good spot in the city that I absolutely love is El Chingon. It is a Mexican-inspired restaurant, but the chef himself has traveled all over Mexico and brought so many of the flavors that he was able to learn and appreciate into his restaurant. Wow. And one thing I love about it is the flavors are so authentic. Years ago, I went to Mexico City and I got to try, a lot of different tacos and things there. And the flavors at his restaurant remind me of my experience in Mexico City. So it's such a great spot. So when you do go there, get the El Pastor tacos and try some of those authentic tacos he has there. Another really good spot that I tried this year that I would love to talk about is Mawn Noodle House. It's in the Italian Market neighborhood. It's a Cambodian restaurant. So again, we have so many really cool, authentic, diverse cultural flavors happening in the city right now. And with Mawn Noodle House, it's a similar story. It's a gentleman that has a Cambodian ancestry, and he wanted to bring the flavors of his family and his grandparents to this restaurant. When you go, my favorite dish there, it's called the Mawn Noodle Soup, so it's easy to remember. But it's so good, it's so heartwarming, especially now with it being winter and cold out. And again, we talked about Gilda, and another place I'd love to talk about, just to round up, a top 5 here in the city, is High Street Cafe, or High Street Philadelphia by Ellen Yin. So James Beard award-winning restaurateur just opened a new restaurant here in the city. It's in the area near Jewelers Row, absolutely amazing restaurant. And it is kind of farm to table. So we have home-grade local noodles, we have house-made pizza, and it's absolutely delicious. So one thing when I go there that I love to get is they have specialty pizzas. They're seasonal. They have a squash and burrata pizza right now, and it is so good. Yes, yes.
Good. Pizza, you got me there.
Exactly. And it's a lot of unique flavors too, because it's farm to table. She takes what's fresh right now and then brings it to life, in a different pizza or pasta. So many good restaurants, and I think for me, I'm excited for 2024 because we had so many great places open in 2023. So I can only imagine what happens in the city next year.
Absolutely, and I love that you gave such a good variety for people, even people who are picky. I sometimes tend to be pickier, but you gave a great variety of it. Your top 5 for the city. But before you go, where can people go for more information about these places or you?
Oh yeah, so visit my website, josheatsphilly.com, Instagram, TikTok, Josh Eats Philly. And on my site, what I do is I try to do a really good feature of these restaurants, and I try to tell some of the story, because each of these restaurants has such an amazing story when it comes to the culture, the how it started and all of that. So I love to be able to feature that. So if you find me on social media, feel free to go through my videos, message me if you want to as well to get more information.
Well, Josh, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. You've made us even hungrier this morning, so thank you for that. Jimmy, I'll send it over to you.
I have got to try each and every one of those restaurants. Thanks for the plug, sir.